there?
Yeah. It already is.
Got a little crowd in here.
Traditional construction, you had to have a 4x4 to the ground every 8 feet, which we couldn't have because we're putting stone.
Oh, buckets of shit.
So you got some engineers that use a tri-laminate beam. There's a beam that runs in these channels. There's 3 beams side by side that run these jacks, and it's basically big steel tube with ball thread that you just put in place with collars you lock in, and that's what screws into the beam. So it's loaded. We can put it in anything we want. Aquariums, fucking water beds, gun safes. It's rated for more weight than we'll ever use. So that's what went upstairs because we wanted our offices upstairs. The building, unfortunately, we needed it to be 4 feet taller than it was, but it wasn't. So ceilings are low, but we're manufacturing. Fucking, we're not on trampolines and shit down here. This will do what we need to do.
That's what the shop's for. We've got plenty of roof in there for trampolines.
So we've got 4 bathrooms to the side.
He's got a field goal, so
Septic's on, so we got 2 main bathrooms.
he wasn't ever good at the stills.
Get out of there. Whatever you're eating, put it back. And then we've got 2 that we can lock up and use for storage. So with this many people,
Yeah, because you know he wanted to eat something. He was looking.
One crashes while we're waiting to get it up. We've got 2 bathrooms in there as well. Let's have full showers. They'll be very nice. This is a steel staircase that's going in here. It's red underneath, red handrail. The treads are black. That's what we were talking to when we came in. So there's cutouts of the combat car and the SUV logo in the treads, and they're lit from underneath, so they shine red through the cutouts. Oh, that big hole out there is a 7-foot wide spiral staircase that's fully functional and comes up. When you walk into that area, you will walk into a glass room and not be able to access the rest. That staircase will also be encased in a glass tube. So if you get upstairs, it's locked. You can't get in until we let you in. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like a sally port. You get 100 chicks in one place, there's 4 or 5 crazy fucking boyfriends with them. And we're to the point now we have enough people that we have to start worrying about security and shit like that. So that's what's happening there. Upstairs, these are the offices. This staircase will match the spiral staircase.
I'm not even going to show you on the film.
This will all be carpet. We have 4 pieces of carpet here, 4 over here. There's raised deck flooring going down. It's black and dark gray checkerboard, and a red border around the whole perimeter. That whole outside there, all 6,000 feet of that area right there, will also be raised deck flooring. It's going to be a product that's kind of interwoven, has channels, so when you pull vehicles in that are wet or snow, all that shit sits, melts, and falls below the panel. You can hose it out with a pressure washer. You can suck it up with a vacuum once it dries. You can take it out every couple of years and redo it. So
Watch your head.
this is all carpet coming up here. It's a Mohawk product. 24 by 24.
Never seen that before.
No, it's new. So they've seen the rest of the ceiling? They put in a bunch of ceiling too.
Color tones to the side.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 2 10 by 30 offices, which we can use for conference rooms or offices or whatever. We're running different colors of steel throughout. They just started putting this up today. And over here you've got bathroom, full-size kitchen, red lacquer cabinet, with a metal trim on them, soft glass. There's a lot of everything. And the bar in the middle, on the back side of the bar, the stove, and then it steps up into a bar where you can eat right here. This is all lounge, big couches, coffee tables, shit like that, bunch of televisions. This is my office, it's glass front. That's Amanda's office, it's glass front. This entryway here will all be slate tile. Have a big, huge, that lit sign that we were looking at, there's a 6-foot version that's going right here. And then over the kitchen, there's copper tiles going in. We're going to run some different tin tiles for different areas and different colors for separation area of use. The whole building was built. We had some issues when we were putting in how we were going to do the heat and air because our ceilings were too low to run our pipe. I wanted to run spiral pipe like you see in a Starbucks, that very industrial look. We just didn't have the headers for it. So we lost 10 feet on each side of the building to make these catwalks, and we tucked all our shit back here, which what it did is we can access all of our plumbing, our wiring, our heating. So if we need to expand, we have problems we need to work on. If we want to automate, if we want to run see a bunch of guys on the YouTube go, we do about, surveillance and video. But we can do it at any time. It doesn't have to be put in because our walls are open on the backside. We can get right to anything we need to alter.
That'll save you a ton in the long run. Yeah, as someone who does that for a living, this will be,
Yeah,
this will be real nice.
plus we got hundreds of people on each side where we can grow and shelter. We can keep anything we want to keep out of sight, still have it accessible. So there's a huge fucking bathroom back there, big glass shower, there's a bunch of stone going in there, big walk-in closet in the back. That's kind of the gist of it. So we'll come down, I'll show you what we're doing outside. Right now we've got 10 acres that we sit on right now. We have a 2.5 inch water main coming in the property. We actually have so much water pressure we have to run all off the regulator and step it down. Without the regulator, we're going to lose water pipes.
Okay, one day it'll fall in where we
It's not, but it's very easy to put a well in. We're on city water. This is actually a lot of the gas stations are the last line. Yeah, just commercial building. Don't hurt yourself. Right there. We really don't have any water here. We don't, like, I live 14 miles. Building, this roof line runs out, so we can bring semi-trucks under and unload all of our shit. We can park tractors here out of the weather, whatever we need to do. There you go. We're stepping 10 feet off from here. 6 months ago, the plan was we were just going to take and tie in and build this building at 120 feet. We just had a bunch of buildings within 30 minutes from here with ice loads literally collapsed the steel building. Not just like caved in the roof, like twisted the actual beams. So with ice and weather and stuff, that kind of became a consideration. So we're going to actually build a separate building with a double pitched roof. It'll stand off from here 10 feet. And we'll just have a breezeway between there. And that building will run from that corner to the end of this lean-to, this covered area. That's 68 feet. 68 by 60 feet. We're going to enclose that. There'll be 3 roll-up doors so you can drive in the building and out the other side. There'll be doors on both sides. Once that's done, we're putting another 60 behind it. So that building will be 120 by 68 feet. Wow. So that's the immediate plan.
See the crows?
Front
That's
here,
what it is right there. See it flying?
property runs down
Yeah, I was listening to him.
Right there.
Yep. It was a weird call though.
with a bell mouth on them. So wherever our cutters are, it sucks that right up. You still smell the smell, but it pulls about 75–80% of it out. So we'll just pipe that literally. We'll have those sit in the walls, and they'll hit 90° right out the wall. So that'll take care of most of that. And then we can close those rooms off as well. Just overpressure them to the outside. So this was a cooler. We took this down. We planned to put a 40×60 showroom here. So we'll have an overhang, so when you come off the range and you guys are all muddy and shit, we'll have boot washers and everything. We cook for all of our employees, so to cook for additional students for TAC response, you guys get 30 minutes for lunch. You can't even drive to town and back in 30 minutes. If we're already cooking and feeding our people, it won't be shit to feed you guys. It draws you in. We've got the showroom in. So we're going to put the cooler. This door will come out and just be a hallway. Cooler will sit here, walk-in cooler, and then there'll be a dry storage over here to the side. Then we'll have a enclosed patio area. It's real nice right now. There's no bugs. You wait about 6 weeks, you won't even be able to fucking stand out here. There'll be so many bugs. This is how Tennessee is. So we'll enclose it and just run fans and run shit until we build an actual structure.
Who is it?
I don't know.
That's
Whoever didn't shut the gate.
it's way more than what I was expecting. Yeah, it's way more than what we were expecting.
Yeah.
How are they around here with like building codes and all
You
that?
have no zoning.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah. There's literally no zoning, which is good and bad. But there's no.
What's the bad in that?
If you don't know what you're fucking looking at in your contractor,
Oh.
like you don't know.
Yeah.
But our guys are awesome. We got the best dude around here without bringing somebody from somewhere else.
Gotcha.
Of course, Sebastian just walks up to him.
That's about to collapse on your head too.
Oh, yeah.
Collapse.
Yeah.
He doesn't have very strong
No, I
survival
stepped away
instincts.
anytime there was a question
He won't
about
last long.
engineers that signed off on all that shit. So, that's it. There's a big ass kitchen inside there.
Got to get here tonight and number all those crossroads.
That day, and that's how I ended up with it. The V10, it runs super hard. I can run it 85 miles an hour all day down the freeway with those big ass tires. It gets 8 miles a gallon. I put a big trailer on it. I tow a 24-foot trailer, 3,000 pounds overweight, and I get 4 miles a gallon.
That's what we got all the way here.
I've got a couple diesels, and you put a trailer on them, and they get 18 miles a gallon. Same fucking truck. I mean, you can get these a lot cheaper. If you don't have money when you're buying it initially, if you're on a budget, you can get those for, you know, 5, 6, 7 grand cheaper. I bought it exactly how you see it. I love it. And I drive it all the time.
Did you ever go and see goats?
You can.
Hey, thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Beats Mr. Rogers.
It changes, man. Every time we come in here, it's like an Easter egg hunt. We come in, like literally, we walked in the building this morning. There were 2 or 3 dudes I'd never even seen here before. Fucking just dudes, just work. We come in, and we're not checking to see what they did. We're just looking to see what's new. You know, we come in here, and you never know what fucking is done. And one day it won't look like there's a whole lot done. The next day you're like, how the fuck did they do all this? It's constant. There's just so many different crews in here working on different shit all the time. It's pretty neat. It's exciting.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah. How's the quality of the workers? A lot of guys out here that looking for work that do pretty good stuff. As
For
far as
us,
I like the construction stuff.
I don't like our crew's awesome. I mean, we got the best crew. Like the guys we use Todd Prince, and he contracts out some other dudes, and he's got his own crews. But those guys are fucking. They're the best ones around. Like you can get. Us, we have a hell of a time finding labor. Like finding people that want to sit down and work. It's pretty easy to get a check around here for doing nothing. You can get on the systems here, and a lot of people are. We've had girls like no shit. The first month we were here, we probably had 100 people. We ran an ad in the newspaper and put an ad on the radio. 100 girls show up. Can you sew? Yeah, I can sew. You put them on a fucking sewing machine, they've never seen a sewing machine. And the ones that can, half of them, there was a lot of industry here. So you had Carhartt, Oshkosh, a bunch of different textile manufacturing places here. And all those people are old. So your people are too old to sit all day. Many of them have passed away. They're no longer here. Your younger people come out, and we had girls show up that were really good. Would work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday just never fucking. It's like the swamp ate them.
Yeah.
They never even came and got their check. The crews we have right now, over half of our employees have been with us more than 3 years. We've got several ladies that have been with us for 6 years now. And rather than trying to find people that can sew, we're taking younger people now. We use electric motors so we can turn them down. We put them on a machine, it just chugs real slow. Every few weeks we turn the speed up. They don't even realize it happened.
How long does it take you to get someone who's willing to learn?
I light $100 bills on fire for 90 days before I fucking profit off of an employee at all. Like, at all. Because our standards and the stuff we're sewing, a lot of the big factories like Carhartt and shit, they're button pushers. They'll bid for a job, they'll get performance pay, they'll get bonuses for the speed at which they sew. They sew the exact same thing over and over all day for years. They don't have any ability. They literally push a button and make the machine do one thing. The machine is automated and set up to do something. So they, like running out of San Diego, we use Mexican labor. And we had Hispanic girls come in. They would just stumble across. Being in Oceanside, there was a bunch of Mexican, because there's strawberry fields, there's tomato fields, and their dudes are doing all that shit. And those ladies were always out looking for work. So once you got 1 or 2 girls in there, anytime I needed more ladies to sew, I could go, I need 10 more girls, and damned if they didn't show up with 10 more fucking people, and they could all do it. They used to make dresses in Tijuana. They were in sew shops in Mexico and shit, and you could hand them a product and some pieces, and they could visualize it and put that shit together. I haven't found a fucking single person here that I could go, here, build this, and not have to show them 100 times how to do it. And even then, we've had girls come in here, they'll sew the same fucking thing. For instance, chickens. We have our new girls start on the chickens. because a lot of them we give them away free. So if they're askew or something, we don't care.
Yeah.
So sewing that piece of Velcro on. We'll have a girl sew Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sew the Velcro on perfectly. On Thursday, she'll come in and sew 100 pieces of that fucking Velcro upside down.
Upside down.
What's going down?
With the hooker loop inside.
I don't know.
Yeah, what is Wednesday payday?
No fucking clue, man. It's literally like beginning of the month, they got their pill issue. Fucking ate half of them, sold half of them, they're out of their meds the fucking second 2 weeks. It's bizarre. But we've got very good people now. And we're just teaching people how to do what it is we need them to do rather than trying to find ones that, can do it.
Yeah.
So we do an amazing amount. I get up every morning, I go, I have no idea how we're going to do this. Every Friday, we look at each other, I go, I have no idea how we did that. So it works. It works well. It can only get better. I mean, look how fucking you were in there. Look how disorganized it was. Somehow we ship. What did we ship yesterday? How many boxes? What did we ship today?
Somewhere around 250, something like that. Around the same today. Around 1,000 a week right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I get a thing every week, and we're averaging 1,000 a week.
1,000 boxes, 5 days of work. I mean, they're in there Saturdays sometimes. And then there's another 1,000 sitting there that is waiting on some little 1 or 2 things, But the biggest thing is, like, I moved here to work with 3 people. Really, I don't make any more money because we ship 1,000 boxes. That doesn't mean I have more money and more shit in my pocket. I could work with half. We could turn off half of our shit and be more profitable. I just, we have a place where, we can employ some people that we care about. And when I bought this building, we weren't even sure we could build the 2nd floor and put the offices in here. I was going to be totally content just having this as a garage. So it was just a bonus that it worked out. It's moving. Next time you see it, it'll look completely different.
Yeah, we'll have to come back by this summer.
We'll be here.
Alumni weekend.
Well, that and I'm taking fighting pistol with my wife after that. So
4th of July, we got some more bands coming in for the 4th and fireworks display. So if anybody wants to, we open it to the public. Anybody's welcome.
yeah.
Don't say something stupid.
That's what you always say.
Say something stupid.
Can't we just take PVC pipe and put bottle wax?
No.
See, you know what he just told you not to do?
That was something stupid.
You will get to launch all the fireworks you want.
It's locked. He was gonna throw a tantrum and the car's
He's
locked.
smiling now.
He jerked it and he looked back and smiled.
Get over and give me a hug.
How do locals feel
They're
about
free
it?
if anybody
Get
wants
along
one.
with them, or-
No, we get along with that. As far as I know, we get along with. I don't think there's anybody here that doesn't. I got plenty of people that don't like us. I don't think they live here though. Right? Shit, we're almost to the point where, I mean, if we don't, we probably, if there's a family here, we probably employ somebody in their family or closely related to their family somehow. I mean, it's a pretty tight-knit community. I mean, it's a small community. There's a lot of people that have lived here. Like, there's people that live here who have never been to Nashville.
Really?
Yeah.
Adults.
People that have never been out of Camden. There's people here that still don't have internet.
Really?
Yeah, it's not far from here. You get by the interstate, and there's houses that don't have running water in them.
Really?
There's being that there's no zoning, you'll see houses that look like they're $5 million California houses with a fucking trailer next to them. So, if you don't want that next to you, you better have enough money to buy the property next to you also. Because it'll show up. But your money goes far here.
Yeah, that's what.
Like coming here from California, I paid $2,200 a month for an apartment. It was a nice ass apartment, but it was a fucking apartment.
Yeah.
You move here, I mean, fucking the highest rent you'll find here is $800. You got to drive to find $1,000 a month rent.
Yeah.
Any nice upgraded home though is already occupied. Dudes are that's vacation homes and shit.
Yeah.
But you come here with a little bit of money, you can build fucking anything you want. Your money goes very far. But you come here, you better come here with a business.
Right.
With internet and UPS, you can do anything you want to do, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
20 years ago, we couldn't have lived here and do what we did. But now, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yes, the way internet's changed everything.
And living here is cool. I mean, the kids don't get yelled at for riding dirt bikes. You can hunt right here. You can do anything you want. I mean, you see people on the side of the road shooting in those rock quarries and shit. Attack response range is right there where that cell tower is.
Right.
I mean, you guys just paid a shitload of money to come here and shoot. Fucking anybody lives here can just do it.
Well, now you put it that way.
Yeah. We drive into Nashville on the weekend. You know, it's 90 minutes into town. Nashville is very much like LA and San Diego was. It's like the same land developers put the same strip malls in. There's the restaurants and shopping. We go in there at the end of the day Saturday, ready to be back home. I love it here.
Yeah, I like it here too.
All right. Anything else?
Nah.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not singling you out. You're just the only motherfucker asking anything.
So we used to ride a lot, but we always go toward like East Tennessee and ride out those ways. But I've heard
like
people.
Coal Creek and all that.
Yeah, Coal Creek
Coal
and
Creek,
Brimstone. Yeah.
The Rally Raid. Part of the Rally Raid series runs through there.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Well, Brimstone seemed like every time we would go back, they would have more like tracks built for different stuff like that.
Yeah, motocross track, freestyle track, all the anything out there.
Yeah.
Brimstone was a lot of fun.
And you can run right into Alabama and track the same type of shit.
Yeah. Well, you hear about people doing like those destination rides, like say going to Jacksonville. I've never done anything like that, but that just seems like a cool
Trans-American Trail.
Yeah, just kind of ride and then stop and like eat lunch and ride some more, and like it sounds like a cool thing to do.
Yeah. There's your place for it, man. You can pull your shit out. You can be as loud as you want to, and nobody's gonna give you anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Up where I live, you can't really ride anywhere. You know, it's always somebody's land. You know. I mean, I guess I understand that for people on the land.
Once you're here and you meet people, like you just have to meet the right people.
Right.
When we first hit the ground looking for a house, the very first time we came here for the first week to look around, we thought, man, there's trails everywhere to be able to ride. And once we were here with dirt bikes and shit, all those trails have fucking chains across them, barbed wire. But once you've been here a little bit and you make friends with the people that are here, they know where to go.
Yeah.
There's a ton of riding.
Yeah.
Whether it be mountain bike or ATV or side by sides, there's a lot of shit here. And anything that you can't do here within an hour drive, you can do. Yeah. The only thing you can't do here, you can't ski. You're not scuba diving. There's dudes scuba diving here in these rivers, but I don't have any interest in it.
Or go to the movies.
Surf.
We go to Paris. We'll drive into Jackson. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The Parisian.
There's actually a
Are you a Parisian now? You are.
Yeah.
Fucking sushi and some decent Japanese food. We'll usually run in through the week. We'll eat in Jackson. On the weekends, we'll go to Nashville.
Yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of people like north of here. Well, of course, Paris is north of here, but that's kind of the area up there that everybody kind of gravitates to.
Kentucky.
And yeah, like in Kentucky or up there. I'm trying to think of the area. It's the same lake, but it's an area up there that a lot of people.
Turkey Bay.
Well, Turkey Bay, yeah, it's up in Kentucky. But I just knew Paris was kind of the area that people would. And then when we stay in team room, a lot of the people taking contractor classes and stuff, they run up to Paris and do whatever.
Don't think it's like going to like a big city. I live in Paris.
It's not. They don't have a Costco.
Yeah, it's not a.
I've been like to the edge of Paris. But I've never been, I guess, downtown Paris.
You were probably in downtown Paris. Yeah. You drove through it and you didn't know it.
It looks like an
exchange
Artwork
rate
Square,
down
except
right
it
now,
has
is it
a couple more two-story buildings.
The what?
Oh, okay.
Exchange rate. The currency compared.
Alright. But yeah, it's not bad though. I like it there.
He moved. He drove here 90 minutes to work every day, and then moved here about 6 months. Justin drives here from Nashville every day. Well, several days a week. He doesn't realize that he's been fired at his other job and now works here.
He's my girlfriend now.
It's already done. It doesn't.
Doesn't matter. She'll know.
You can still drive. It's the same. I mean, you drive here, you can drive there.
Drive to visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the custody of the dog, though.
That's why that's probably what the.
Well, after you guys get married, you'll have that settled.
Your fiance, isn't it?
The dog.
The dog's a boy.
Oh. You're getting a pony.
I thought you were getting a fucking bicycle. I thought this was getting serious.
No, it's serious.
seriously.
I finally know her name.
The dog can ride a bicycle?
But can you spell it?
No, I don't need to spell it. It's not my girlfriend. Turn that shit off. We got shit to do.
I was just looking for so he wasn't here. Yeah, I didn't know that motherfucker was here the whole time I was here until she
He was sitting in the truck,
being a baby.
babying around.
Hey, I was using that green drill.
Mm-hmm.
Hitachi or something. I think they sell in Costco.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you edit that out because under my contract I can only use DeWalt tools. Just like Starbucks, under my Starbucks contract, when I drink any fluids on video, I always have it in a Starbucks cup, even if it's not
Even if it's not
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
You just gave away the secret now.
Well, as long as I have the logo on it. So they started putting some steel out. Oh, we got a run of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked
Maybe we
that.
got a backing behind it now.
He said, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
So he said some of these beams are kind of out of square,
Mm-hmm.
which we knew.
Yeah.
Because when we were measuring, the building was coming out of square.
Yeah.
So he said, you got to cut a lot of this shit. I said, what do you cut that with? And he just held up some tin snips.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bad motherfucker. I said, you're going to cut all this tin with some tins? He said, yeah, every one of them we'll do some cutting on. He said, I've done this for years.
Good.
I was expecting, I don't know, a robot or
Some shears that just
something high-tech and cool.
Shoot. That's what the ductwork, when you're fabbing all that ductwork, you just cut it with snips. Put all your shapes to fold it and everything.
Well, I like that.
Mm-hmm. It looks really good.
This is awesome. I think that's going to reflect light real well.
Mm-hmm.
That track in there, that's cool.
just that angle back.
It's recessed up in here too, that's nice. What's that?
Air cutting on. Yeah.
So, this will be your four guys' office. Well, this piece right over here.
We'll be four guys.
And then I'm in there.
We'll get you a round table, like from Starbucks. You can play checkers.
We can be like Knights of the Round Table.
I mean, everything's paperless now. I mean, it's not unreasonable
true.
that you guys could just
Sit and look at each other across the table with our little tablets.
you could text each other.
We could all play solitaire together.
We can
Mhm.
Snapchat each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we already do that. Just not at a table.
Organized picture clips.
See that other light bar came in?
Mm-hmm.
So we got another light bar. The new mirror to replace that broken passenger side. That's in.
I like that truck.
What's the other light bar going on?
Every truck's getting one. We're putting a 52-inch bar on everything out front. I think I'm going to talk to some of the higher end auto guys and see what they do for range. Like, I really want some more light on the Range Rover. I'm not sure how we're going to mount. I really don't want to drill holes through the fucking roof of the Range Rover.
Yeah.
But I figured because Rigid has a fucking super low profile. If nothing else, we'll just pull those fog lights out of the Rover and mount
D2s.
Mount D2s. They got a D2. They got a
D2 XL.
Dually XL, which is like a D2, but it's a bigger
It's like
version.
four
So
of
it
them in a
goes
square.
Dually, D2, XL, and it's even larger. I haven't seen. I don't know how large it is. So, and when you go with like Rigid, they have. You're not supposed to be able to get them as a civilian, but they have IR LED lights also.
Oh, that's cool.
Cat eyes.
Yeah, fucking that 52-inch bar, but in IR.
Just run night vision, nobody sees them.
And that might be too much light to use with IR with nods. Like that's almost the white light's almost too much light to fucking drive with.
With your eyeballs.
You get any dust.
Wear
on it.
sunglasses at night. Just to drive.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Why'd they have a tree in here?
Well, someone had a tree. Just a small tree.
They had a little bit of tree in here.
Looks to be ponderosa pine.
Say pine bark.
Yeah. Ponderosa.
Used to be on a commercial tuna boat.
If you find the pine needles, you can boil them down and harvest vitamin C out of them to prevent scurvy.
Lance, we're gonna go do that.
Sixth grade camp.
when they told me not to drink the water, but I drank it all. They also told us not to drink out of the streams, but we were drinking motherfuckers. Like we drank all the water. There wasn't no fish left in them streams on that hike.
I'm ready for a snack. Ready for a snack? You just have the big ball pit done right here, so it's like the SOE play place.
Mm-hmm. Foam pit.
Yeah, when you come in, you have to take your shoes
Just
off.
down below, you just jump through a hole and then just land in a big foam pit.
We could we could have a dive tower built.
Yeah.
Or parachute launch. Or one of those really big towers for hanging fire hoses and drying.
I just saw a deal on Facebook, a dive tank, like a fucking 100 feet deep or something. Yeah, 100 and some feet
So
deep.
is part of it below ground?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah. That'd be a hell, and they were doing free dives in it and shit. That'd be a hell. Try drown proofing or bobbing in that.
You have to travel to get your deep water certification. Yeah. Like at MTSU, you had to go to the Blue Grotto just to get your 100-foot certification because there's no 100-foot places around.
So if you got a dive tower, let's say we got a 60-foot dive, 66-foot dive tower, filled, I don't know, 100 feet across, whatever it is. At the bottom of that motherfucker, at ground level, is it still fucking 2 atmospheres under the water? Is that enough to make that pressure?
I don't know. Well, I mean, because you're at one complete atmosphere on the surface. You're in every 33 feet.
So
after
every 33 feet is
another. So if you go down 33 feet, you're actually at 2 absolute atmospheres, 2 complete atmospheres.
So if we're at ground level, and you have 60 feet of water above you at ground level,
yeah,
I would think
that pressure is still.
Yeah, the weight of the process. Yeah, it should still be the same.
This video won't be up 5 minutes, and you'll have some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So much
That's
math.
a great question.
I don't need the math or the science. I just need a yes or no.
How many? If we had a 100-foot tower, and the bottom of the tower was actually at sea level, and we went 100 feet above sea level, at the bottom of that tower, how many atmospheres would you be at? Would you be at? Well, at 99, you'd be at 4 if you're actually open ocean. Yeah. So would you be at 4 atmospheres right around there, or would you actually still be at?
How wide does that tunnel have to be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Can I still swim? Just fucking drop my shit and just jettison to the surface and try to swim so fast that my whole body comes out. Is it safe because it's not under sea level?
So you don't have to worry about AGE or anything?
Right.
Well, if you're on a breath hold, you're fine. But if you're on
if you're on compressed air, it's a different story.
I'm gonna breathe out.
You're gonna ditch your shit down there?
Yeah, like we always do.
Yeah.
The boat,
I don't know.
The boat above you will stop you. Like you don't even need to put your hand up.
I don't know.
You dive? Only on the high board team? Yeah, in my speedo.
It's really fun.
Diving or diving?
Diving, like scuba diving.
I've always wanted to go.
It's fun.
I was always too young when.
You were always too young? You mean you just were too young?
I am always too young. I'm always too young. No matter what it is, I'm too young for it. Can't go skydiving.
Well, one day that won't be your problem. You'll be too old.
States anyways.
Not legally. We could push you out of a plane. We just couldn't attach a skydiving gear to you.
Can take you skydiving.
We can take you falling. We can't give you we can't give you a way to stop yourself. That's illegal.
No, you just can't have a certified plane.
Yeah, they kind of frown on that when you
take them up in the gyro.
Take off with 6 Ds, come back with 2 Ds.
Yeah. Where's the other people?
They jump.
Well, they made it down.
So here's a good one. So we get some double X's or some MT1X's. They're the gray. We got some gray fucking pack tray military parachutes. Mm-hmm. We have several of them. So over time, through Dermo, we get enough of these pieces that we have usable canopies, usable pack trays. When they come through Dermo, they're supposed to be cut with shears. But over time, we get enough pieces to put these back together, and we've got some that hadn't been fucking cut up. So in the front yard at Mom's house on the driveway, Ranger Dave.
Oh fuck! If it's a Ranger Dave story, I can't wait to hear
Ranger Dave gets 2 of these fucking parachutes back together, and he packs them on the driveway.
How much river tape did he use?
He packs them on the driveway. He sewed a little bit of shit in the garage, and for the release, he goes to Home Depot and gets that green dog leash with the fucking like vinyl coating on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And some crimps,
And
makes his fucking release. So he goes out to Brown Field, Otay Mesa, and jumps, and his fucking shit.
Cigarette
So he
rolls on
fucking cuts away and deploys his fucking reserve, hits the ground, grabs his shit up, gets in his Jeep, and drives home. Well, there's supposed to be all kinds of people see this happen. Like, there's a shitload of people around Brownfield, Otay Mesa. It's DZ Trident's over here. Fucking, there's a lot of motherfuckers jumping out there all the time. So they start calling him. They're looking for him. They knew he was there. They know who he was, kind of, because
who did he go up with, or did he just?
He went up with Brownfield,
but it just filled out some bogus.
Filled out. I don't know. His name. He gave real legitimate info.
But he took his own shoot.
He did.
Yeah.
His own fucking shoot. Nobody noticed it was a military shoot or whatever. So he rolls that bitch up. Fucking gets in the fucking OSOV. He's got a Jeep. When I met him. What was that anyway?
It was a YJ Wrangler. It was
It had Cark paint.
He had the little engine in it too. He had
Cark paint. It looked like a Ranger Special Operations vehicle.
Oh.
It was a little Jeep.
I think he had a 4-cylinder.
And he had armor guard off the front of a fucking troop carrier that from Panama. It had bullet holes in from Panama.
Yeah.
He had bilge pumps in the back, so when he would ford water, it would pump water out. He had had armor from Cobra helicopter seats behind both seats. He had headsets that calmed in to I don't even know what it was. It wasn't as old as a Perk 77. No. It was something newer he had in there. And he had CB and a bunch of shit with a selector. What else was in that fucking thing?
I think he actually had a 119 in there.
Yeah.
The Singars.
Yeah.
I think so.
So he had camo netting on all the sides that he could just fucking ripcord and fast deploy and camo net the whole truck up. He had, God, Scully would remember better. So Strider had just moved into their new building.
Mm-hmm.
They had just got the new building. Like, I'd known Dave, like when I met Dave, I left a business card on his shit. I saw him at the Miramar movie theater.
Yeah.
I left a business card. I got home, he called me. He's like, oh, I've heard of you guys. He came over, and then he fucking lived with me for 90 days. Like, he never left.
Yeah.
That dude would go to the beach and take a bath in the ocean. He would fucking shit in the backyard, wouldn't come inside. Fucking just crazy motherfucker. He's now the NCOIC of Combat Dive School, Panama City for the Air Force.
Yeah.
So,
PJs and CCTs.
Prior Ranger. Got in trouble several times jumping off of towers and antennas and base structures. Jumping. Yeah, base jumping. Got caught. The CNN news crew caught him on fucking one of his base jumps. So
I saw him on
he was going to change over his suspension. So he's at Strider's brand new building with fucking gray epoxy floors. And I come in the next day, and in the middle of the work bay is the whole fucking building's light gray, but there's this dark gray square about the size of his fucking Jeep. When he was welding or something, it burnt the fuck out of the floor. He went to Home Depot, got some gray, and fucking masked this shit off and taped that motherfucker up. I don't know if it's still there, but I'll bet you to this day that fucking off-color gray square is still in the floor of Strider in the old building.
In Ranger Day.
And I got 1,000 more stories like that. You remember that motherfucker would show up? So he's cleaning boats with Kevin.
Right,
so he's working, he's sewing for me during the day. He'd get up at 4 and go clean boats down in fucking Oceanside Harbor.
Yep.
And we'd roll in next door by the old shop.
Holes
was a little Mexican down-home cooking place. He'd roll up into Denny's or any of these restaurants we'd be at in a fucking wetsuit, soaking wet, with his shit peeled off, and just fucking slap down fucking like whoever was sitting next to him would have fucking just a wet ass.
Yeah.
All the time. Fucking crazy. You saw him on Making
I saw him on Surviving the Cut on Discovery Channel or something a long time ago. Yeah.
That's Ranger Dave.
Yep.
You guys will meet him sometime.
I haven't seen him since the first Blade show we went to.
He's a good guy.
The crazy thing is, like, we all look similar to how we looked 20 years ago. We just look older. He looks fucking just like he looked 20 years ago and not any older.
Really?
It's like he's sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber.
They probably built it on a bigger stage.
That motherfucker's a vampire.
Cardboard and fucking.
Hey, can I just throw this in the trailer since we got it?
Yeah. Or you can just fucking ride it home, you lazy bastard. There's no air in the tires.
You'll be fine. You work at REI. Didn't you have like a compressor in your...
Blow it up.
Yeah.
You could have just carried it up the stairs and thrown it back down.
Pretend it's a dick.
Well, hey, don't pop the tires.
Here, let me get these lights.
Things can only go to